Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope that everybody's doing well and swell, and I hope that you slept well. Good morning to Antonio. Good morning to Fake Shaya. Good morning to Just Trolling Member. Good morning to everybody. Y'all, so first off, I've been having a great weekend. Thank you for asking. I ended up getting to bed pretty early yesterday. Well, last night. And I woke up, had to have been y'all about 3 a.m. Yes. I woke up at 3 a.m. I had some Amazon packages out there that I need to bring in. So I went on ahead and got my packages, came on inside, and I picked up my cellular device. And I was looking, I saw the spaceship was on and popping. Y'all, it was on and popping in the wee hours of the night. But when I saw the spaceship, I'm going to tell y'all who was all in the squares. Lady Nika, Ness, Lovely Love, Pizarro on the spaceship. So I saw them on there and I saw Lovely Love on there with them. And I'm like, what's going on? So I clicked on up in there. I clicked the button and through my earbuds, what I was able to hear was Ness and Pizarro fussing and arguing and trying to force Lovely Love to apologize. They were laying it on thick, wanting Lovely Love to apologize to Barbara Warren. And remember, last week I think it was either last week or the week before that, and I came and I told y'all that I had got that screenshot from LSA where Dimples said that up in the membership they was going to try to get Lovely Love to apologize. And I guess Lovely Love has stood firm and said that no, she's not apologizing. She doesn't feel like she owes anybody an apology. Well, they was arguing with Lovely Love trying to force her to apologize, demanding an apology, all of these things. Specifically, and I have to say, Lady Nika stayed on mute. See, it be in moments like this where Lady Nika shows herself to be an OG, a person who done been around these parts for a while, because Lady Nika stayed on mute for all this hogwash. But good morning, Room Shaker. But they were trying to force Lovely Love to apologize, and so I heard them fuss at her and say, "Well, they say that you've been begging more than normal, so you must need some money. If you need some money, then you'll just apologize to Barbara." Now that's Ness and Pizarro saying this. Ness and Pizarro. And y'all, the more that I see them go hard for this, the more that I know that they have most definitely sold their soul to Barbara Warren. You know, the content, it starts to look kind of crazy when you can truly identify that content creators have sold their souls to a subby. Because the way they was going hard at Lovely Love, trying to force an apology that Lovely Love does not feel is necessary, is so wild to me. So Lovely Love did stick to her guns and she was refusing and she was up there arguing and fighting with each one of them. She was like, no. Which honestly, the way that I saw Lovely Love fight hard on that panel kind of reminded me of the fighting that Rodney should have done. That Rodney should have done. Because if we're going to be honest, Lovely Love, they are trying to make Lovely Love apologize. Lovely Love believe in her heart that she don't owe nobody an apology. So ain't no pressure in the world is about to make her apologize because she don't feel like she did anything wrong to need to apologize. But meanwhile, Rodney, that claimed he did nothing wrong, he admitted to everything that he did because of some pressure. You see what I'm saying? Lovely Love says she ain't going. She not giving no apologies. What's good, Sonya? Good morning, Black Pearl. So, Yeah, it ended up being, I listened to them kind of try to drag Lovely Love about begging and how she need the money, and she'll humble herself and apologize to Barbara if she need the money and all this. And I'm just thinking to myself, not y'all. Y'all beg all the time and y'all don't apologize. Not any other time up in this sector, people say that apologies shouldn't even exist, that apologies don't even have a place in the beef sector. But now because it's Lovely Love, they going to force one out of her. They're going to force her to apologize. Hmm. So, y'all, just the fact of that, I looked at that for a little bit and then I ended up turning it off and went back to sleep. But when I got up this morning, I got to thinking about that right there, what they did, what they tried to do. I got to thinking about it because I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody owes me an apology, I would prefer for them to give me an apology because they sincerely mean it from their heart, not because they had two rabid dogs cussing and fussing them out and threatening them about them begging and stuff in order to make them apologize. Good morning, Robin, moderator member. Like, what good is an apology if it's a forced one? What good is an apology if it comes with all these demands? Um, what good is it? So then, I got to thinking and I got to snooping. Y'all know that's what I do. So let me go ahead and take y'all to my first exhibit that I got. Mm-mm-mm. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Now, first off, I brought up y'all a great definition this morning, this Sunday morning. And before I even begin, I want to remind Pizarro and Ness that Jesus is watching. The Jesus that they love on this Sunday morning, he was watching. Barbara Warren, you miserable old somebody, Jesus is watching. He watching all of y'all. He is watching everybody. I just want that to be crystal clear. Now let's go on to my definition. So y'all, as y'all can see here, coercion. Coercion is the act of forcing someone to do something against their free will by using threats, intimidation, or pressure. It replaces true choice with fear or a sense of having no safe alternative. Do y'all hear me? Types of coercion: physical, using or threatening bodily harm, violence, or damage to property. Psychological, using emotional manipulation, guilt, isolation, or threats to reveal secrets. Economic, threatening financial ruin, job loss, or the withdrawal of basic needs, i.e., Lovely Love needing the money, that she got to apologize. Otherwise, she won't have the support. She won't get money. Key elements: lack of consent. Agreement obtained under pressure is not true consent. Power imbalance. One person or a group holds leverage over another. Fear of consequences. The victim acts to avoid a negative outcome rather than by choice. So this is just what the good old Google gave us about the coercion. Now what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? What's good, Leviticus? Because I surely do believe that they were trying to coerce Lovely Love into an apology that she does not feel she owes. And the crazy part is over the course of the last couple of weeks, they've been trying to force an apology out of her. And my question is, what makes Barbara Warren so special that Barbara Warren should get apologies? Except for the fact that Ness and Pizarro are bought and paid for by Barbara Warren. They have this grand old incentive to try to force this from Lovely Love because Barbara Warren is their coin purse. That's their coin purse. That's their paymaster. And they would like their paymaster to continue to pay them. So they are trying to make their paymaster happy by trying to force Lovely Love to apologize for something that Lovely Love don't feel like she even needs to apologize for. But y'all know, once I look into one thing, y'all know I am going to always take it a step further because I wouldn't be myself if I didn't take it a step further. So let me show y'all what I found when I took it a step further. This is what I found when I took it a step further. Yes, YouTube prohibits coercive behavior, threats, and intimidation under its harassment and cyberbullying policies, which ban content that threatens, humiliates, or maliciously targets individuals. Okay? Okay? I just want to make sure y'all see it. Policy details. Threats and intimidating content. Coercing someone through explicit or implicit threats of harm violates safety guidelines. Harassment and bullying. Prolonged or malicious pressure, abuse, and targeted campaigns against the person are strictly prohibited. Okay? Enforcement. Violation or violating these rules can result in content removal, channel strikes, or complete account termination. If you are dealing with a specific situation on YouTube, let me know if it involves direct threats, comments, or videos, and I can help you figure out how to report it. Coercion on the spaceship. Now, it's honestly not my fault that everybody else fails to read because they have access to the harassment and cyberbullying policies of YouTube just like I do. But I really wanted to make it very clear that all of this over the last 2 weeks of trying to force somebody to apologize when they don't feel like they owe an apology, that's most definitely against the guidelines. And specifically to force them to do an apology just to be able to compete in a competition to win money. Might I add, that competition might even be illegal on the YouTube platform. It's so many different aspects of this that may or may not be violating the guidelines and the terms of services on YouTube. That's why for the life of me, I don't understand. I don't understand how they are really sitting up here trying to fuss at Lovely Love and try to force her to do anything against her will. Again, it's not a good look and it comes off as bullying. And then also what I wanted to show y'all is because remember I told y'all the reason why Barbara Warren bought Lovely Love out of the competition altogether was because they said that she was drunk, she was acting out, these types of things. Well, after I first did my video in defense of Lovely Love, as far as this goes, I had a subscriber and supporter who left me a nice little comment underneath that video, and she guided me to the place where I needed to go so that we could all be informed regarding what might be happening to Lovely Love currently. So I want to share that information with y'all. And I do want to say shout out to that supporter that did come underneath my comment section and leave me this bit of information so that I can share with all of you. Let me share this tab. Okay. So what we have here is the phenomenon called chemotherapy brain fog, also known as chemo brain. It's a real thing. It's a real thing that happens when people are diagnosed with cancer and go through cancer treatment. It's a real thing that happens within the brain after they have to go through the treatments, whether it's the chemo or the radiation. But let's go ahead and get a little bit more versed in this. Chemotherapy brain fog or chemo brain happens when coping with cancer or cancer treatment affects your ability to remember or think clearly. Usually, chemo brain is a short term issue, but some people may have symptoms for months after they finish treatment. There isn't a cure for chemotherapy brain fog, but therapy and medication may help. What is chemotherapy brain fog? Chemotherapy brain fog or chemotherapy induced cognitive impairment is the feeling that your thinking isn't as sharp or quick as it was before cancer or after cancer treatment. While it's commonly linked to chemotherapy, other cancer treatments can also contribute to cognitive changes. If your thoughts feel cloudier after a cancer diagnosis or during treatment, you're not alone. Nearly 70 to 75% of people experience cognitive challenges during or after cancer therapy. About 25% to 30% notice symptoms even before treatment begins. The good news is that for most people, symptoms gradually improve after treatment. In the meantime, your healthcare provider can suggest therapies and medications to help lift the fog of chemo brain. So this talks a lot about it, but specifically I want y'all to focus on the symptoms and the causes because this matters as it relates to lovely love. Symptoms of chemo brain. Chemo brain affects cognition, how you think, remember, and make decisions. Common symptoms include struggling to find the right words or complete simple mental tasks, difficulty following conversations or keeping track of ideas, short attention span or trouble focusing on a single task, finding it harder to focus on more than one thing at a time, feeling sluggish, mentally tired or drained of energy, clumsiness that affects coordination or everyday movements. What do y'all think? Let me just stop. Let me pause right here and come to see. What do y'all think about this that I'm giving y'all? What do y'all think about this that I'm presenting to y'all and how it affects or what you think, how it relates to lovely love and what you see? Because I've noticed, quite frankly, all the time, people jump to say that lovely love is drunk. What's good, C Mac? They say that lovely love is drunk, but I'm here to tell y'all I don't believe that she is drunk. People are saying that even though she had cancer, she's still drinking. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that. I believe that she might be dealing with this chemo fog. And I've heard her try to explain it to people before, but she just didn't have the right words to describe it. But she's tried to tell it me about it. She's tried to tell me about it. She's been on YouTube cameras and tried to speak about it. She talked to Talent about it on the panel before. She's tried to explain these things. The reason why I think it's important for me to give y'all this is because y'all need to understand that it's for this reason that Lovely Love was bought out of the Lunchables Challenge. So Lovely Love was paid out of a challenge due to having chemo brain, which is something that she can't even help. It's something that's beyond her control currently. It's something that she has no control over whatsoever. But that caused somebody, Barbara Warren, to pay $300 to kick her out of a competition. And now on the spaceship, they were trying to coerce her to apologize to Barbara Warren after she was kicked out. Now, this last part that I want to read to y'all about this, can chemo brain affect personality? Some studies suggest that chemo brain can contribute to depression, frustration, or irritability. This can make everyday tasks feel harder than they used to. It's normal to feel discouraged, but recognizing these changes can help you find effective coping strategies. Lastly, the cancer treatments linked to chemo brain, chemotherapy, radiation, hormone, targeted immunotherapy, stem cell, and then surgery. Y'all, this right here, all of this. I'm not going to read any more of this to y'all, but I do want y'all to know that this is from a medical site. So I'm not like giving y'all just any type of hogwash at this point. This is actually from a medical site that was medically reviewed, and it was last updated in June of 2025. Now let me come back over here. Let me make myself big. Okay. So given that this is a real thing, that Lovely Love is experiencing it, and the fact that she's now been penalized and paid out of a competition because of this circumstance, and now, because people are feeling bad about what they did because it was dead ass wrong what they did, then now they are trying to coerce or force her to apologize to Barbara Warren in order for her to be able to participate. And Lovely Love is standing firm and she says no, she is not apologizing. She refuses. She says she refused to, and I don't blame her. I'm happy that she is standing her ground and refusing to be thrown off her square. I want y'all to understand that. Hey, Hypnotic Touch. Oh, and Leviticus said, I've been saying Lovely Love was having cog issues. It's obvious. It is obvious. But meanwhile, they'll turn around and penalize her for the competition for it. And then, but I think the thing that really just had rubbed me the wrong way was them trying to tell her about begging. And if she need money and what she need the money for and all this and why she begging so much now. And I'm thinking to myself, anybody that's going through any type of cancer treatments, 9 times out of 10, y'all, they not able to work. That's my thought. I mean, that's a given. Even if you were able to work before, if you have to go through something like that, I'm sure you're not going to be able to work because you're sick a lot of the times with those treatments. So how can you actually go and perform a job, whatever your job may have been? How are you able to go and make your money like what you normally would make money if you have to go through that type of treatment for as long as we've known Lovely Love having to go through it? Yes, we know Lovely Love has a husband. My assumption is that he is probably still working, but I'm pretty sure that they were doing better when they had two incomes in the household versus one. But the fact is, I feel like it's unjust and it's unfair what they are trying to do. And I felt that way initially when I heard it, but definitely when I saw them trying to make her apologize, I feel even more so. Now, Leviticus said, Lovely Love will a drama to the competition. They know it. I hope Lovely Love doesn't participate. Yeah, Love to be honest, this competition is tainted, in my opinion. If they let Lovely Love back, people are gonna be side eyeing the hell out of them. As far as how Lovely Love is judged, whether or not it's fair judgment or whatever, I think Lovely Love would be foolish if she did go back, if they did allow her to participate. It would be crazy. Like at this point, the possibility of it being a fair competition as it relates to Lovely Love has been thrown out the window. Like nothing about it to be fair, in my opinion. And even if Lovely Love had won, I still don't think it would be a fair and balanced competition. If you sought out to get her put out of the competition due to cognitive issues that are not any fault of her own, then that's something that you're gonna have to answer to when you face your own creator. Because Ness loves Jesus and the thump in the Bible. Pizarro loves Jesus in the Bible, and look at what they're doing. It's quite interesting. I wouldn't have been myself if I didn't point this out to y'all. Now, also, that's just one part of Pizarro's panel that I did want to pinpoint to y'all, but then I also wanted to pinpoint something else that I heard when I read about through her live this morning. But I happened to overhear it only because of LSA. LSA is always doing the good works and keeping me informed about stuff that I wasn't aware of, so that I could come and talk about it. And so, let me go to this next thing that I read on LSA this morning. And it came from none other than our good He-Man Dimples. So He-Man Dimples went to LSA. Good morning, Dreamy. Good morning, no friends. He-Man Dimples came and said, Fonts, is free bleeding really a thing? I'm glad God made me a ninja. Just the fact that He-Man Dimples have to go to LSA to ask LSA if free bleeding is a thing should tell Dimples that Dimples need to stop speaking on female issues altogether. Dimples, one thing that many women have had an issue with you for, and I've mentioned this in the past, is you always having something to say about the female reproductive system. You always having something to say about female hormones. You always having something to say about females in general. Yes, she put this. Leviticus. Your good Judy over there. Your good Judy. Your good Judy Dimples. Put this bullshit. But meanwhile, I done seen Dimples be on here making fun of people with fibroids, women with fibroids, making fun of women with menstrual issues, cramps, whatever. Dimples stay talking shit about the women on here, the biological women on that damn community wall, always insert his motherfucking big ass feet in conversations and topics that it don't belong. But then going over here to the fonts in LSA to become informed about something. But then Dimples and hey RNY, good morning. But then Dimples are always act like he know everything. Bitch, just the fact that you never heard of free bleeding means that you should never speak on any women's issue again a day in your life. Now, when I read about through Pizarro's, I did see where Lady Nika was reading something on her screen as it relates to free bleeding. And I'm going to explain this to Dimples because Dimples always watch my video so that he could take his big, burly, dusty ass on the community wall and say something about me. Dimples, let me school you. Just in layman's terms. But because you a man, of course you don't know. Because you are a man. Back in the day, during the Victorian period, during the medieval period, even during the slavery, women had no choice but to free bleed. You imbecile. Those were the days where there wasn't an invention of a pad. There was not an invention of a tampon. There was not an invention of any type of feminine cup. None of that. Once upon a time, women were still on this earth having periods before any of that stuff was ever thought of or invented, Dimples. Are you an idiot? Even during the Victorian period, if you notice, back in the times of the Victorian period, the women wore these big old poofy dresses at the bottom. At the bottom, Dimples. You thought that they had those poofy dresses at the bottom for a fashion statement? No, the dresses are poofy at the bottom because during those time periods, most of the women were free bleeding. At best, you might could get a piece of cloth or something to try to protect yourself. But outside of having a piece of cloth to put there, you had no choice but to free bleed. And this is the reason why those women wore those big poofy dresses that were long and down, dragging the ground. Because the women would free bleed a lot of the time. The poofy dress allowed them to be able to just naturally go about their days without any type of protection. Now, hold on. Leviticus said they used rags, tree moss, and raw cotton. They did use some of these things, but a lot of the times, these things only lasted for so long. Because just like people have fibroids and, um, menstrual issues in modern day, there were some issues back then as well that caused people to have to be this way. So free bleeding is not anything new that you just heard of in 2026. And if you did just hear of it in 2026, then that most definitely means that you need to stay in a man's place going forward. Stay in a motherfucking man's place going forward and don't speak on any women's issues about anything. RY said they use menstrual rags in addition to free bleeding. Correct. And then RY also said, then there were sanitary belts and aprons. Correct. There are a lot of things that the women used to do. But I just thought that it was quite cute for me to stumble across this over here where Dimples don't even be knowing shit about shit. So she got to go over there to ask the fonts on LSA to explain to her about shit. But then she stay on here trying to throw daggers at the biological women. And just imagine, Dimples is only glad to be a man now because he found out about free bleeding. So that's the only reason why you glad to be a man? Okay. Okay. Now, one thing that I wanted to touch on this is, yeah, Dimples don't talk about nothing else about the women. None of that. Do some history and some research. Even if you researched slavery, you will learn a lot more about free bleeding. Even prior to slavery, you will learn about free bleeding. Even if we go back to ancient Egyptian times and how the women were able to have their menstruals, you will learn about that. It's not a new thing. What's good, Joyce? Good morning, and good morning to Rhonda Blosser. Good morning to everybody. So I did want to touch up on that because I saw that this morning. Good morning, Dion. I wanted to touch on that and let y'all know. Next time y'all see Dimples talking any type of crazy ass shit about women, check Dimples at the door because Dimples need to shut the hell up. Just shut up, Dimples. Okay. So my next receipt that I did load in here for y'all is it this one? Compliments of LSA. So this is for Rodney and all the Rodney supporters. So the women at LSA did do a poll about Rodney because Rodney said that they was his friend, that they believed him, and that they said that all the receipts were fake and made up about him. So this font over at LSA named Destiny SD had did a poll, and she put, "Hello LSA. Seeing as the predator in the sector is using LSA's words to exonerate Rodney Kelly, can we take a kind of vote? Do you believe Rodney is innocent of the allegations regarding the proof? Like if you believe, dislike if hell no I don't believe, or laugh if I don't care." What's good, Jazz A member? And with this poll that this font did, the poll got an overwhelming 7 dislikes. 7 dislikes. Hold up. Leviticus say, "Now, J-Dub, please compliment my comrades for assisting you with this Sunday morning." Oh, I already had these up in the chamber. I'm giving credit. That's why I put their face in their picture. This Destiny SD, she getting her credit. I put her smiling face, whoever that, this look like Kim Burrell or whoever that is she got smiling. I put her face right there. But thank you, Leviticus. So I need y'all to understand that the poll got an overwhelming 7 dislikes and then 2 laughs where 2 people said that they don't care. But this poll didn't get not one, and I do mean not one, like, which means that they believe. So, according to this poll, 0 people on LSA believe Rodney. 7 people put a dislike and said, "Hell no, I don't believe Rodney." And then 2 people did a laughing emoji, which means that they don't care. So Rodney, stop lying on the LSA people. Leviticus want to make sure that everybody get their credit. I'm giving the proper credit to everybody over there. Leviticus, just like I have to give them credit for me having this Sunday broadcast, y'all wouldn't even have nothing to type over there if it wasn't for us. If it wasn't for us content creators, y'all wouldn't have nothing to type over there. Y'all would be bored out y'all minds while y'all over there at y'all jobs. Instead of instead of y'all actually at your job doing the work you supposed to do, y'all over here writing these dissertations and taking damn polls. So LSA, if it wasn't for us doing what we do over here, y'all wouldn't have nothing to type about and make y'all paragraphs and stuff. So you scratch my back, I'm going to scratch yours. Thank you, Leviticus. Thank you. Okay. So Rhonda said, "Did Rodney decide to stay off YouTube for now?" I heard that somewhere. Well, Rhonda, he did show up at V Miss O's on Friday. I don't know if he showed up somewhere yesterday. What's good, certified weirdo? I don't know if he showed up. I don't know if he showed up anywhere yesterday, but I do know he was at Demon Souls on Friday. So maybe yesterday might have been the first day that he wasn't around. Certified Weirdo said, "I was curious as to what you think about Binary's opinion about Rodney." I heard Code briefly, but to be honest, I can't really share his opinion. If you were too scared to put your opinion out publicly and you only giving your opinion behind a members wall, then I can't really say too much about your opinion because you're not bold enough to speak your opinion. You're hiding behind a membership wall. Yes, I have a membership, so I was able to glance up in there, but y'all, Code gave his opinion behind the paywall because he was lacking the hooks. Hold on, he was lacking the balls, the galls, and the hooks for to. Hold on, let me get my Dang, my laptop about to die. Hold on. He was lacking the balls to say it up front. So when you lacking the balls to say it up front, how do I really even dissect an opinion like that? Is the opinion really even opinion that matters? Because you ain't saying it in front of the people. You ain't saying it in front of the people. Okay, Leviticus said, but we keep your content going. We provide the receipts, the bullet points, the actual recaps. It's a symbolic. I would agree with that, Leviticus. I would. And that's why I make sure that I give the credit to the font. Anytime I go and borrow something from there, I make sure I give the credit to the font. Even if I have to cuss the font out. Even if I do. And they must see that I treat you very well when you come over here. I give you your respect when you come over here. So they need to see that I'm being nice to one of their brethren or their sisterin, whatever y'all call yourselves over there. They're funtrin. I'll try to be nice to you over here. So yeah. When you come over here, Leviticus, we try to treat you like royalty around here. We try. I mean, don't go getting a big head, but we try to treat you like royalty. So now, Rich Chocolate said, you have me giggling in these clouds this morning. Well, hey, Rich Chocolate, I just had to come and tell y'all about this. But then my one other receipt that I did have, because I got one last one as it relates to Rodney. And shout out to the LSA people. So one last receipt that I did get from over there is from No Hyperbole. Now, No Hyperbole said, and No Hyperbole put this on Friday. Said, Rodney, please stop lying. LSA has not. Rodney, please stop lying. LSA has not cleared you of anything. Rodney is a liar with no credibility, and so is the Billy Goat. Both want LSA to clear their names of evil and terrible deeds, even though they're both clearly guilty of what they've been accused of. Months ago, when the Billy Goat was angry at Brianna, he assumed her identity on Twitter and contacted YouTube in hopes of illegally obtaining private information about her YouTube account. But because Goosey initially and mistakenly called those Twitter receipts fake, which he later retracted, the Billy Goat has been buzzing around the beef sector for months, taking victory laps and playing victim, even though he knows those receipts of him violating Brianna's privacy are absolutely 100% real. Now, months later, the Billy Goat is trying to clear Rodney's name or at least plant seeds of doubt using the same fake receipt strategy. No one is buying it, just like the Twitter receipts were real in the Billy Goat's case. They are also real in Rodney's case. Period. End of story. And this post got 7 thumbs up. 7 thumbs up. Now, the only reason why I felt necessary to bring these receipts here, and I need the LSA people to know, because when I saw Rodney post that community wall post with that little half-ass receipt over there, talk about LSA agreed with him and all this kind of mess, all I could do was chuckle. Because I be over there reading, and I know damn well that them women over there, them funts, was not agreeing with Rodney. I know they wasn't. And when I saw him put that partial receipt up there, I said that's deceptive as the fuck, because he went and got a receipt that fit his narrative and threw it up there for the people that don't know nothing about LSA. He threw it up there as if he had been vindicated by all of the people over there. No, 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 no. That's another reason why I went on Demon Souls on Friday and I made it clear that LSA is comprised of multiple people, not just one person. When you hear LSA, that's not just one person. That's a whole website, a whole forum of many people that can just jump in and make their opinion and leave a comment and leave this, that, and the third. when Rodney threw that receipt up there on his community wall, it was an attempt to manipulate y'all and to deceive y'all into thinking that LSA had done all this groundwork and found that the receipts were false or whatever. No, LSA didn't find none of that. He only showed y'all what he wanted y'all to see. I wanted to make sure that I put both sides of the story because Rodney put one part of it. I'm putting another part. But if you go here and scroll around and look, you'll see there are so many different opinions. But ultimately, they did do a vote over there. And with their vote, 7 people did not believe Rodney. 2 people did not care. 0 people, and I mean 0 people, believed Rodney, according to the poll that they put. So don't let Rodney keep coming out here lying to y'all, talking about what LSA said. We're going to stop it. So Leviticus said, let me go see his post. I missed it. Don't be putting us in his shenanigans. Oh, he already did. He put the post on his community wall, said that y'all had done vouched for him. Y'all said that y'all double checked it and saw that the Twitter receipts was fake. All of it was false and everything. When he came on Demon Souls on Friday, Demon Soul was mentioning about the LSA receipts, and he came there to defend even more that he said LSA was on his side. Now he did say that. And the funny thing is, Leviticus, Rodney Rodney said his mole. He said, well, my mole slid this across my desk. This something came across my desk, across my something slid across my desk because my mole went over there and LSA agrees with me. My mole went over there, and I'm gonna put on my community wall, people. People, I'm gonna put on my community wall. First off, why is Rodney always saying something got slid across his desk? And why in the fuck is he talking about a mole? You don't need a mole to go on LSA. Anybody can go over there. He talk about a mole like they got to get into somewhere top secret. LSA ain't top secret. Anybody can get over there. Get in there. You just have to know what to do. You got to know how to maneuver. But he be acting like his mole be infiltrating the White House or something. Like, bitch, did your mole get into the White House? Or did they just go on LSA and look around? He be stay saying stuff like he got people in high places, or he is more important than what he really is. But when he was saying that, I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. There gotta be. But yeah, I had to come and give that other side of this so that y'all could see that Rodney's receipts is not necessarily true. They have different opinions over LSA. Different opinions, not just one. And I don't know which font. Now, the only font that I really want to say a great, great thank you to is the font that had posted this, that I took this. I took this from a front. A font over there on LSA had posted this underneath a post. And I can't remember which font posted it, but I thought it was so cute. I said, look at him. I said, look at there, look at him. He got his cigarette. I said, oh, I need to get this one. I had to go ahead and snap it from the font. I can't remember which font put it, but Leviticus, tell the font that did put this that I said thank you for this because I love it. I feel like they got it just for me. I love this thing right here. I think they got it for me. Leviticus said he didn't credit the font. I suspect that's a CC infiltrate. Okay, and that's one thing that I noticed, Leviticus. When I went to that community wall and I saw that he didn't even show which font had posted it, and the fact that it was cropped off. You notice it was cropped. So, like right there dead in the middle, it was cropped. And that's why I was like, why in the hell did you crop out a portion of it? Why you ain't showing who typed it? Why are you not showing all these things? What's the issue? What you trying to do? Thank you so much, Coco Side Eye. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the jewels. When I saw him had cropped it, that's what made me go back over there to take a look to try to see, if he was just trying to put a partial receipt out there or what he was trying to do. Cause I wanted to know what is you trying to do over there, you know. But yes, so I did want to come here and show these things here and give that other perspective of things. Now, also, if you guys were and thank you so much for the gems. If you guys were busy up in the YouTube streets, y'all probably missed me dropping a new video because I know it was a lot of mess going on. So when I dropped my video, you might have missed it. So I'm going to take this as a moment of a brief intermission to introduce y'all my new video if y'all missed it. I want to give a special shout out to Charlie Sending Love and Ray Tricks. Y'all take a look at this new video that I'm adding into my collection here for the show and let me know what you guys think. Thank you.
Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, Jay Dunn. Say the name twice, it sticks. She's all about the truth and it cuts clean when she speaks. She got that memory. Truth stays on her tongue when the room gets loud. Zulu still talks his mess in the background of every video. She shuts rumors down before they even leave the chat. She got that fire, she got that grip to tame. Every savage beast gets checked. Big beef sector in every way. J Dunn. Say the name twice, it sticks. She's all about the truth and it cuts clean when she speaks. She got that memory. Truth stays on her tongue when the room gets loud. She keeps the screenshots, dates, and names tucked away. Zulu still talks his less in the background of every video. She got that fire, she got that grip to tame. Every savage beat gets checked. Big beef sector in every way. Likes up, I ain't begging. I just want the support for all this content I'm giving. Zulu hush, they ain't bothering you. Y'all Zulu still worried about them people.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. That is the latest. And thank you so much, EMH. Thank you so much for the jewels. It's much appreciated. And thank y'all for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. So, Charlie wrote the song, y'all. Charlie Sending Love wrote the song. And she sent it to me about a week and a half ago. And when she sent me the song, then I started brainstorming about the concept for it. And I knew that I wanted Zulu to be the receipt keeper, like the keeper of the archives and the receipts for it. So then I just ran the idea by Ray Triggs, and then Ray Triggs had to listen to the song that Charlie made. And then here is the concept. Yeah, Charlie did that. And I was like, I didn't even ask Charlie for any song or anything, but she just had said, she had sent it to me in my Instagram. And she was like, I had made this song. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. I really like it. Especially when it comes to the receipts and stuff, because everybody always talking about me keeping receipts and screenshots and me having a good memory. And I thought that that was nice. But yeah, so that was a collaborative effort. It took about a week. And I just want all of my supporters and my members to know that this is what I do to try to enhance my show is try to collaborate. And Ray Triggs is really a blessing. He is so genius and talented when it comes to putting stuff like this together. And so we got a new Zulu thing here. And I want y'all to see too that when Zulu was up in that video, he hit the like button. Now, if Zulu could take his paw and hit the like button, then why in the hell you can't take your paw and hit the like button? If Zulu can hit the like button with his paw, why you can't take your paw and hit the like button? And hey, Sonny member, I saw Sonny come in. And hey, Leslie Grenville member. Hey, E Money member. Hey, everybody. And thank you so much for the jewels. Dion, thank you so much. I'm just trying to come through. Thank you. Thank you. Cause yeah, I was like, now look at Zulu have to show them how to hit the like button. Child. Which I'm pretty sure y'all probably been up in here ain't been hitting no like button this whole time. But that's fine. Leviticus said a whole dang production team treats you and Charlie D. Good work. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was really good. And I just want to say shout out to Charlie because I think I had heard, I didn't go see for it myself, but y'all, I heard Glitter Boots had cussed Charlie out over their envies. I was hearing other people do their content and commentary about how Glitter Boots got mad and was calling Charlie racist slurs and things like that. And just saying some nasty stuff to her at Envy's. But I ain't gonna see. But, you know, I heard them doing commentary basically saying how Envy didn't really try to protect Charlie or something. Didn't protect Charlie or didn't protect Laurie or something. I don't know. But I think that Glitter Boots just be upset because Beef Sector has always accepted Charlie and she is white. But Charlie been here from day one. Y'all, I used to couldn't stand Charlie. Charlie used to be guilty by association. Y'all better understand I couldn't stand no damn Charlie in no 2018 and she had done nothing to me. But just because she was even cool with VS, a VS moderator, I ain't like her. But it's crazy how time changes things and people because it once VS had left, I didn't see Charlie nowhere. And then once VS came back, Charlie started being around and Charlie started trying to support other people. And I remember it was a few times. I remember it was a few times where people actually called Charlie out for their grievances against her for whatever. And Charlie had to do a lot of explaining to people for people to understand. But I say all that to say Charlie done been around from day one. She was just always VS person over there, and so wasn't nobody really dealing with her. At least I wasn't. But you know, time evolves and changes people and things, and so yeah. Now Charlie, me and Charlie is good. I think she is nice. I think that she just mind her business most of the time. She mind her business, try to stay out of it. Okay, so Lou 44 said Glitter did disrespect Charlie. Envy did not stop him for the words he said about her. Okay, so that was a thing that happened. And hey, I am enough. So that was the thing that happened because I didn't go to look at it. I can't even remember which live that could have been on. Where it was. But y'all know I really don't fool with Glitter Boots like that. But I think people was just trying to make it a point. But I'm thinking to myself, well, if y'all saying that Envy do not protect R and Y, what make y'all think he will protect Charlie? That's number one. When I was hearing the people do the commentary like Pizarro and them, I'm just like, but y'all was just mad because he won't protect his girlfriend. So if he not protecting his girlfriend, then why would he protect Charlie? If he don't protect his girlfriend, why would he protect Laurie? You know, why would he? That don't make sense. But I heard the talking about it. But one thing too that oh, Lou said Envy put it on members only. Okay. Okay. Well then that's how come I didn't see it. Cause I think the other thing that happened over at Envy's that I heard everybody talking about was how R and Y had said something crazy as it relates to Rodney. Um and they was basically saying that R&Y was out of pocket. But when I went over there to look at Envy's video to see what R&Y said, what she said really wasn't a big deal. What she said, she just gave her opinion about what was going on. I don't understand why people are getting upset with others for giving their opinion about something that's controversial. You can't expect everybody to agree on the same things as it relates to this, and you damn sure can't expect for people to look the other way about anything in relation to Rodney or whatever may or may not have happened on Twitter, just because you have a fondness for him. That don't mean everybody else does. Okay, it was bad that he had to put it like that. Gotcha. Well, yeah. Well, let me go ahead. I'll get my link here to put it briefly. Let's see if anybody is coming. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, this was definitely an impromptu stream because, yeah, that what I saw over there at Pizarro's was kind of off-putting. I'm like, y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all cannot be trying to make this woman apologize to nobody. I'm glad that I'm glad that I ain't never really compromised myself like that as far as, you know, having somebody, I don't know, having somebody pay me to go against what I believe in. Because ain't no way Barbara Warren's money should make them go against anything. If they believe that that's wrong about what's happening with Lovely Love, then nobody should be able to pay you a dime to be okay with that. Nobody should be able to offer you a dime, a nickel, or a quarter to be okay with what's happening with Lovely Love being out of the competition. And then, like I was saying before, if something end up happening to Lovely Love, then they gonna all be on here crying and shit. It's the most ridiculous shit ever. Now, also, I heard that the main witch was cussing out Lemon yesterday. I don't know. Oh, and Lemon with the community service. Y'all, so I found out through Lemon's community wall that he went to community service. So, and he talk about he tired. Imagine that. He went and did one day of work and now he's so exhausted. Oh, wonderful. But okay. Oh yeah, it's uppity. Hey
Good
uppity.
morning. Hey,
Good morning.
Jada. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I was in and out your live, but I had seen some of that live from last night, and I just want to say this. I don't know why Lovey Love was over there allowing Poverty to say anything to her. When she was having these contests and nobody would show up, Lovely Love would show up. And she
That's
always
true.
giving Lovely Love her ass to kiss. And calling that weird bitch 88 over here who only calls that Poverty bitch over there to get dragged. And Poverty still kiss her ass. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mhm.
same thing
Mhm.
can be said to her because she's going around in and out because I already told Ness and anybody else. Like if I participate in your contest, if she's a host, judge, or anything to do with it, I'm not participating. And she's going around crying about that shit. So she needs to get over it because she does a lot of scamming shit, use a contest to scam off of the top. I don't heard her say, "Can I get $25?" And I've seen somebody in the chat say, I sent it to you, and she'll still pretend like she ain't get it and keep scamming. She's a begging ass bitch, a loser. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the people that's in her chat talking shit never hit the fucking link. She hasn't thrown another contest because nobody participates. That part. And Lori Love has did way too much for that weird ass bitch, including be the only one. So she'll sit there, literally sit on late. Well, I don't want to give her the money. So why you let her participate? You use that fucking lady, and then you have the nerve to say she could never. But then the minute nobody shows up, somebody go get Lolly Love. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? She's a fucking
Uh-huh.
user and a motherfucking leech. Not to mention all them dusty ass niggas she brings over here trying to put dollars in their motherfucking pocket. They don't kick her back shit. So, like I said, I think that was very disgusting of Poverty. And this is exactly why I said if you're having any type of competition and she's a host, and that's what she's been going around crying, and I'm gonna make sure I say it again. Anybody have a competition, and if I feel like participating, just know, don't even look at my way. If she's gonna be a host, a judge, you're having it on her channel or anything. She's a disgusting ass, useless bitch. That's what I had. That's what I came up here to say. And Lovey Love,
Well,
you should have pointed
I
that
do
shit
want
out.
to
Why you
ask
over
you
there
one
banging her?
question. I want to ask you one question though, Uppity. And I know that you're gonna give your opinion, but the reason why it's important for me to ask you is because you have a fondness for Barbara Warren too. I've
Yeah,
noticed. But now, do you in your heart of hearts, do you feel like Love Love owe that lady an apology? Like
no.
what do you see about this?
No, and I said that on the piano. And in fact, well, I didn't know exactly what happened. Now they saying that she was disrespecting her, but I was told that that happened because Lovey Love was being loud on the panel, and Poverty was sitting up there screaming the whole night. The chat was telling her shut the fuck up. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't know if you have watched Jada. Every time I go on Nessa's panel, she starts screaming, yelling, like just acting real weird. Like she tries to like have like some type of competition. The same way she try to do if any nigga come on the platform. That she'll do the next, not to me, because she'll already know I'm gonna lay her out on that. Like I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of you. I'm not gonna have no chill, and I'm gonna keep it going. So she's a weird bitch. So I don't understand why Lovely Love was brought down from the panel and she was doing the same shit. And I said it that night. And I even told Ness when I told Lovely Love, let's do it. This is before you even had got into it. And I
Mhm.
said, look, I said, well, Lovely, I went back to Ness platform to announce. I said, because she had kept coming back up with it. I said, Lovey Love, let's do another contest, just me and you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, and I hope so. I said, for what? So Barbara Warren could buy her out of that? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that was right. You don't get the right to check anybody. Like, I'll say that to anybody. Like, no offense, Miss Barbara. I like Miss Barbara, but I don't think that was right. I just think Miss Barbara doesn't like Lovely Love. She's been buying Lovely Love on platforms and stuff like that. She just doesn't like her. But I just feel like in this particular incident, and y'all know what she's going through, and she says she would, and this probably is gonna make her feel good. She would just talk about how she don't even want to wake up in the mornings, and I don't think it's right for people to do that shit. And it just goes to show what type of bitches these hoes is. Because when they needed Lovely Love, she was there for them. They didn't care about none of that shit when they needed her. But now when she needs something, let's bring her through the wire. And you bitches can't even provide meals for your kids. Like stop.
You know something, Uppity, this is the reason why I say they clearly don't be listening to what Love Love be saying. And that's how I know that they are self absorbed. Because Love Love done said a few times that she don't be wanting to wake up in the morning. And I'm like, if somebody is actually saying that, then I think that you should take heed to that. Or maybe they just don't give a damn and just totally ignore what the woman said.
No,
Um,
and you know, it's true. Poverty is quick to. You y'all notice poverty is a scary asshole. She only attack elderly women over here or people she think is easy. Like she won't talk shit about me on no panel that's outside of her own. She's just like Lemon in that way. She only feel comfortable doing like, see, I don't give a fuck. She already know. I don't care if none of y'all hoes like me. You talk crazy to me. I'm a handle you right then and there wherever you are. So the only power you would have if I'm on your link and you have the power to kick me off and talk your shit. But if we anywhere else and the person is fair, you already know how it's gonna happen. That's why when y'all see her anywhere else, she's on mute when I'm on a link with her. That bitch be on the next panel mute the whole motherfucking night. And then we'll drop down and get on her own page and start throwing shots. Like, girl, she's a weak bitch. So she's always attacking people when she feel they at their weakness. And I don't know why y'all support that bullshit. Ain't no poverty stricken bitch will be able to say a goddamn thing to me. We see her do that with Dragon weird ass. She'll be begging like have an emergency and they'll come live telling Dragons how she needs to do better with her life and do this and this and that. And they'll sit there and be agreeing with like, don't that apply to her? Like the weird shit that they allowed to go on here. That's why this bitch is never leaving. She can't make it nowhere else. Not even the multi sector. She had all them husbands, but she ain't bothered to ask them niggas for a dime because she already know how she done got. The niggas would have dunked her out before the women got to her. I'm sorry. So yeah. And look how many times 88 done dragged her over to her panel just to get dragged. And she ain't say a goddamn thing. Only thing she still do is she have a contest, bring 88 and make her win. She's a weak, weird bitch. But somebody that actually helped you out and now that there's some type of need, this is how you want to do them. Like to me, I've always been this way. I'm glad my grandmother taught me that way. If you wait for it to be you, it's gonna get done to you worse. When you know better, you do better. And that's why I said when Ness first came to me, and she's mad about that. Ness first came to me and said she gonna have her as a co-host. I said, "Oh, I'm not doing it." And it's not about making a choice. I'll make the choice for you. So Ness made the choice not to have her in there. So you go ahead and give Ness whatever money you want to give her. But we know you ain't giving shit. You always in the chat talking shit with no money. I ain't never seen you even give a super chat, but you always got the most to say.
Well, but get this, uppity. So while I was in that live in the middle of the night, I did type up in the chat based on what I was hearing them say. And Pizarro had a nerve to get mad talking about the main people who have a problem with their competitions don't even contribute to the pot. And I told her, I and let me just get this. Let me get this out. When the competitions first happened, I would contribute to the pots. But once it started looking shisty as defuck, you begging for the pot, then you need people to sponsor people, then you need this, that, and the third, plus you want to get paid. That's whenever I'm like, hold up, this don't look right. I stopped contributing back then. But so
Right.
she is saying that if people don't contribute, then they can't have a say so. And then she said, well, if you think we scamming, don't watch. I said, what? I said, so what? You want people to not look at it because we think y'all scamming what? So that y'all can scam in peace? Make it make
Right.
sense. Because
That's what it
you
is.
don't want people to watch because you don't want to be called out for the bullshit or called out for the rigging, called out for the way
Right.
y'all change up the rules or do this or do that. That's crazy. And certified
Exactly.
weirdo, I saw you put about putting Pazar as a judge. If you do that, then you just gonna contribute to the scamming narrative because then now Ness is accepting cash apps in order to make people
Nah,
judges to
have you ever seen Certified Widow even send a super chat to ADCC? That bitch is always in the comments talking to me getting ignored. But like I said, like I told this whole Ness came to me, and like I told Ness, so you go ahead and offer Ness what you want to, because Ness already canceled her as a co-host because I said I'm not doing it if she has anything to do with the competition, and she's been going around crying about that while judging Love You Love. Just like Demon Soul said, she might think about doing a contest. I said, okay, Demon Soul, and I might join, but if you have certain people as judges, I'm not, or even a co-host, I'm not dealing. If it's on their channel, I'm not doing it. And she went into the comments crying immediately because she knew I was talking about her ass. And Demon Soul said, I ain't gonna do that. So, like I said, smart people are thinking about themselves, not about poverty. And I know you ain't got a dime. You ain't never sent so much as $1.99 super chat, bitch. And that's already made her decision clear to poverty. So you go ahead and tell that's what you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to compete. It's okay. I could
well,
cook. I could do it on my channel.
but see, this is the same thing though that Pizarro was fussing about with her live last night. But then meanwhile, now Barbara was able to buy out Lovely Love, and now Certified Weirdo talking about buying out Uppity. Well, then how
No,
is
she
it a
talking
fair
about.
competition?
No, she want to pay poverty to be a judge, but this bitch ain't got no money. She just talking. Like I said, this bitch is always trying to get my attention. Have you seen her give $1 super chat to anybody? And like I
Well,
said,
no,
that's already made it
certified
clear. She want
weirdo,
me her content.
certified weirdo done
Yeah.
contributed. She done contributed over here before, so she
Oh,
has
okay.
donated before. But I just think that when people are just trying to do this just for a malicious reason, then you cannot
Okay.
tell me that it's a fair competition when you got these people that won't even compete trying to pay to
Right.
keep people out of it. It's not fair at
Exactly.
that point.
Yeah, and like I said, I wasn't see. Well, I heard something new. Like, but it don't matter what it is. But like I said, I agree with you. It's hard to get people to compete in certain competitions, especially where you got to show yourself in your apartment. Good morning, Sassy Princess. So it's hard. Like all of interns be talking shit. Look at poverty. Nobody shows up to a contest. Like I said, ever since I stopped participating, and it's funny that you mentioned that. So sponsoring people, because what happened was when I felt like the contests were being unfair, and mind you, I'm only person that was begging from the get go for a sponsor to compete in a contest that they asked to be in was chat rat long titty ass. You know what I'm saying? But when I told people I'm not doing a contest, that's when they came to me and said, "Oh, uppity, can you please be in the contest? I'll pay for your stuff." You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never beg. I bought my own supplies. So once people started saying, because they wanted to see me in the contest, when I said I wasn't doing it, that's when people started coming to me saying, "Uppity, I will sponsor you. Please be in the contest." But even after that, when I seen they were still going to have it unfair, like, no, I'm not wasting my time and effort. It doesn't matter if I pay for the stuff or not. So even now, like every time that bitch do a contest, I could show you cash apps or people sending me, "Uppity, please here, take this." And I said, no, I told you I'm not doing it. And I'm not sending back no money either because I told you guys, you cannot pay me to be in it. I don't want to deal with that hoe. And since I stopped dealing with that bitch, her contests have been failing. She ain't had a successful contest yet. She claims she's gonna have, and so now the best thing she can do is send it on somebody else shit. And it gotta be one I'm not involved in. People got a choice to make. If they want me in their contest, they know that bitch can't be a judge, co-host, and it definitely can't be on her channel. So this
And let
bitch is
me just
wasting her
say this,
butt.
and I will say this, and I see you certified weirdo, but this is one thing that I will say, because even as far as Pizarro saying, "Oh, if you don't contribute, then you can't have an opinion," but I stopped giving to the
Hold on, Jada. You never could do it. Hold on, Jada. Can I say this? You never could do it. Ness was never going to take your money, you weirdo. Ness kicked her out the competition because I told Ness I wasn't going to be a part of it if she was there. And Ness said, no, I'd rather you in the contest than her as a co-host, and kicked her. So you wasn't never going to be able to do that. So it has nothing to do with the situation. Me and Ness been had this established. Go ahead, Jada.
well, so but you think about these.
Jada, I don't know if it's me or you. Your mic is like, is it just me, chat? Jada is like your boy.
Oh,
Just me, chat.
hold on.
Jada.
Oh, what about now?
It was good that it's going back to that again. Is it me, Shy? Am I the only one hearing it like this?
Okay, it's well, no, it might, but it's not.
Yeah, Jada, you got to fix your mic. I knew it wasn't just me. Yeah, but somebody in the chat looking crazy because that's why Poverty was going around here crying. Same thing she said, Love, love, need to get over. She need to get over it. That part. People love to have me a part of their contest. People that say they don't even like me with kissing my ass every time they had a contest. I don't be volunteering to go into these contests, bitch. Volunteering.
Okay, so what I had to do was I had to unplug the wire and then replug it back in. So my bad.
Okay, you good
But
now.
what I was going to say was, okay. So what I was going to say was, even when you talk
It's still doing it, Jada. It's still doing it. It's still doing it.
Okay, what about now, uppity?
Now it was good, but I hate to say that because then it'll be 2 minutes later they'll start doing it again. But so far so good. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm trying
See, I don't know what's going on. It's done it again. I'm not being funny, but it's like you'd be like, "Is it good?" It'd be good in that moment, and then you take a breath, start talking again. It's like I don't know what it like. It's like it sounds like somebody's scratching the record or
I'm
something.
not
Like,
okay. I don't know. Uh, I the only other thing that I could think to do is leave out and come back in.
yeah, try that.
Okay.
But yeah,
You got to keep
I
talking,
guess.
uppity.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, I was lighting my cigarette. So yeah. Anyway, like I was telling you, if you guys remember, they asked me to people volunteered to sponsor me. I never asked for the donation, and when people started volunteering to sponsor me, everybody else felt like they should be sponsored as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that sponsor thing came about. But once I stopped doing certain people competition, y'all see they couldn't have anymore. The minute I stopped fucking with them, because I don't like you're not using me for entertainment, and because you low key jealous, because you think because I get 1K a week I'm rich.
Okay, so I left out and came
But
back in, uppity.
hopefully this helps. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, so the main thing I was saying is we did have an option because
Now it's
so
happening again. And Tenacious, what am I lying about? You was another person that was begging me to be on your panel, and I said no. Girl, bye. Hey, Empress, the original. Yeah, I think her too because I went to
okay,
bed
well,
upset. I started to click that link, but I said no. That's what that weird bitch want. But somebody gonna be loud, and I'm gonna say it on the panel. So thank goodness for Jada Law this morning.
so wait a second because my bubble is moving just fine. So you still hear an echo, uppity?
Now it's talking fine, but like when you listen to your playback, you're gonna see.
Okay, all right, but okay. So hopefully it'll stay right here. I'm gonna put you on-
Well, you was doing fine before I got up here. Do you want me to drop down and see if that helps?
Well,
Hey,
I don't think
Cassie.
that it's you though. I don't think
I
that
know
it's
it's
you.
not me, but your
So
body was
I'm trying to
fine though.
see in the chat, can y'all in the chat, can y'all so they having issues with it too. Let me just get my wireless
Yeah.
headphones. Hold on. I'll be right back. You can talk.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna come in a different device.
All right. So yeah, like I said, when Ronnie Q swore she couldn't stand me, y'all see how she was kissing my ass to get me in her contest. Shelly and me wasn't getting along at the time. She came looking for me to be in her contest. Like I don't go around trying to be in these people contests. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Remember when the clumps did a contest, nobody showed up, and y'all was like, "Uppity, that's easy money." And that bitch was trying to beg me to be in her competition. I don't give a fuck if nobody was there, and all I had to do was show up. I wasn't going. Like when I don't fuck with you, ain't no amount of money could change that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it, and that's all. So, like I said, plenty of people was asking me to be a part of them weird bitches contest, and I said no. And I heard what Lovey Love said. And I think Lovey Love is competitive. And I ain't gonna hold you, Ness has a really good concept. Changing Lunchables into gourmet. And me and Lovey Love like to compete. So I'm like, I can understand why she's mad because this is a good concept and contest. But if you're gonna carry me like that, nah, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. But I agree with Lovey. I think it's more about just like getting her mind off a thing. The concept is really something new. No, I've never seen it done before. You know what I'm saying? And it's a challenge if you like to cook and you like to do out the box stuff like me and Love. Y'all see us in contests. We don't do nothing regular. We always doing something extra. So I think this is really me and this contest is really built for somebody like me and Lovely Love. But not that type of disrespect. No. No. So I said it on that day and I'll say it again. That's why I told Lady Love. And then they trying to talk about the money. Y'all don't know if there's gonna be money or not. But anybody fucking with y'all don't get no money. The fuck? Cause y'all skimming off the top. That's why y'all so mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want no dry ass. And then she's not really a supporter of nobody else. She come on other people's platform being loud, being dry, being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. I said it was happening, so I hit her link, but it's not my fault. Her mic is acting up. Then get the fuck out and stop begging me to be a part of
Uppity,
your shit, Tenacious.
uppity.
Go ahead, Jada.
I don't blame you for my mic. No, I thought that it was my wire because a lot of the times if the wire is twisted just a little bit, it'll mess up the sound.
Right.
So that's what I was thinking that it was.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, I ran the whole test through StreamYard to make sure that everything was okay. But
Okay.
yeah, I was saying about the competitions, how we could donate to the person that we wanted to win.
Right.
And also what I was saying was the pot, when you donate to the pot, you somebody, and then you see the pot going,
See, it started
Oh,
again.
donated.
It started again.
That's a lot of donating that you have to do.
What?
So Cassie, you said that it's working just fine. She said it's perfect now.
Yeah, it
So
was
I don't
perfect,
know.
and then it started
You
going in
think
and
you
out
need to
again. Let me. That's why I said you said it's Streamyard. It might be Streamyard. Hey, Stacy, I can drop down and come back. That's not a problem.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, come back and see because my thing is working. Okay. Something weird. Which it got to be the StreamYard then. Okay, uppity. So people
Yeah,
are saying that it's
and
StreamYard.
it's never me. My haters always want to make y'all believe different, and I love proving them wrong. So thanks for allowing me that chance. Now they got to find something else to type.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how to course correct it outside of getting on my cell phone, which that's going to change my sound completely. But I can come in on my cell phone.
Yeah, I'm on the cell phone.
Um
That may be best.
okay. Well then go ahead and I guess talk to him up there and I'm going to get off the laptop and then go on my cell phone.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay.
and I wasn't really mad about the competitions if I lost genuinely, but a lot of time it was fake. But like I say, y'all see competition. Remember when Computer Back talked Brookings throwing that competition and nobody showed up, not a soul. So Brianna and then they tried to get me to do it, and I said absolutely not. I don't care if nobody's there. They was like money uppity is easy money. Nah, no thank you. Nah. And it was not like it was her money, but still, like, nah, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with ain't shit, ain't a dollar amount that can make me. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And then, but these people that swear they don't like me till they have a competition or a panel that they need somebody for. Then it's uppity, uppity, uppity. And I said no. See, I need to. So people will be done to listen to poverty. She want me. She mad because I don't do her panels or contests. That's why she can't have them anymore. Nor can computer back. Okay. So I know my power and my worth, and I wish Lovey Love knew hers. Like, cause if I said something, even though I wouldn't personally curse this barber out, but whoever I curse out, I'm not gonna apologize if I meant that shit. And if I gotta go through all of that, fuck you in your contest. That's how I feel about it. And I just know Lovey Love is a real Pisces, and that's how it's gonna go. So why even go through that? But I get it. She likes the concept. I do too. It's something original. But Lovely Love wasn't acting no different than Poverty was in that contest. And to be honest, more people had a problem with Poverty than Lovely Love from what I saw. The whole night, people kept telling her, like, why you keep yelling and fake laughing? It was weird because she doesn't have nothing to add because she's not intelligent. She can't hold a contest with her. She with her and Ness's together. The only thing she could say is, "You was a crackhead. You was a prostitute. You stuff like that." Like that's her way of communicating. Ew.
Hey, Uppity. Uppity. Can you hear me now,
Yeah. So
Uppity?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so all right. So the only I had to get on my cell phone, but I hate getting on my cell phone because then I can't share my screen if I need to. So that's the only
Okay.
reason why. But okay. But either way, I missed anything that you said because I was trying to get on here this way.
No, I was just talking about the prior competitions and stuff like that.
Well, even in
Yeah,
one
but shout
thing
out to
too, when I was
supporters. They
talking
gave me
about
money anyway. Yeah. Like you said, people
yeah,
donated who they working with. Oh, yeah. So I still got money out of it. Yeah.
right. So that's why I don't see how they are able to now say, well, you didn't contribute to the pot. Bitch, no, I stopped contributing to the pot because I would prefer to give to the person that I thought did the best. Since I saw that they was doing some shiesty stuff. And even if we don't really go down the memory lane, because I was hearing them talk to Lovely Love about, about the rigging and stuff.
But do you remember
Mhm.
once upon a time where every single time that they would have a competition, Purple Peach used to win every single thing?
Yes,
Nobody really
I
even had
pointed that
a
out.
chance.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
I pointed that out.
Nobody had a
Yep.
chance. If Purple Peach was up in it, Purple Peach was 9 times out of 10 winning. Now when Lady La started competing, Lady La was winning, but in my opinion, Lady La did deserve to win most of the time. She deserved to win most of the time. But Purple Peach was always going away with the win, even though you don't contribute to the pot, and it just didn't seem fair. But the
Right.
fact that Pizarro is now saying if you don't like it or if you feel like it's scamming or rigging, then don't watch. Girl, then you just want everybody to look the other way then. And ain't nobody gonna look the other way while y'all try to mishandle the money.
Right. And not to mention taking money after the for the pot after the poll closed, not making it clear to me why I did say you whispered it, but you that money was supposed to be for the pot. You see what I'm saying? And the amount changing or not want to announce the pot size. It's too much shit. But like I said, I agree. I don't have to watch and I don't have to participate and I don't. So I wish they stopped asking me. And once they got it clear in their head, I'm not doing shit with you. That's what it changed.
Even one thing that I said too, because Pizarro was saying about how the people don't won so much money, but they only spent $5 on their ingredients. And I told Pizarro, I said, well, then the smartest thing would have been that, okay, let's say they collected a pot of $600 or $700. Why not use that pot money and host 3 different competitions for that amount of money versus doing one competition where you giving somebody the full 500? If you feel like that they didn't buy enough, they didn't pay enough for the ingredients that they using, then why give a large pot? You could take easily the same 6 or 700 that you made out of donations from the people, and then put on two or three competitions. You see what I'm
But hold
saying?
on, Jada. It don't
Versus
matter
doing
about the amount of ingredients. But hold on, Jada. It don't matter about the amount of ingredients. She sit online all day, every day, begging, not doing anything with her life, but still expect people to help with emergencies and not her husband. She stay bringing all these niggas over here that don't do shit, but talk crazy to the black women in this sector and expect gotta buy the membership and get their channel up. So why, when it come to black women, they gotta jump through all these motherfucking hoops for a bitch that don't do shit? Girl, stop. She need to keep them energy. Maybe she need to stop letting these niggas around her unless they could put some dollars in her pocket and let the intels close their pocketbooks for a day or two. When she do that, then she get the right to demand how much people spent with their time and labor. Something that she or her fake husband knows nothing about because she always over here with her motherfucking hand out. Please cut it out.
mm, yeah, I think that that would have been a good thing. Like I would say, if you end up doing a $600 pot, then why not host 3 different competitions with a $200 win? Then that way you could do all of these different competitions without having to keep begging the people. Cause that's my biggest thing. It's like you beg them for every single challenge, every single one. Damn.
She's always begging for everything and then taking credit like it's her money. That's your supporters' money, not yours. And any like to me, I don't go that right. If somebody want to get to me, they are. If they don't, they don't. But I'll be damned if I'm going through a raggedy ass bitch like you. Because any bitch that follow your lead is useless to me. And I have a man that's gonna provide. So it ain't never that serious.
Well, and then
But of
she
course, we
did
all like
point out
extra
too
money.
about Jay Wilson because she said Jay Wilson in his competition. But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Jay Wilson not only did 2 competitions within the span of the last 5 years. I remember
Right.
he did the Christmas tree competition, and then he just did the banner competition. But
Correct.
to do two competition in a span of 5 years, whereas once upon a time they was doing 1 or 2 competitions a month between her and Brianna,
Right.
and you ain't gonna
Yes.
tell me that I'm lying. You're not gonna
Yeah,
tell me
because
that
they
I'm
was
lying
lining their pockets.
because I remember I used to kept saying, I said, well, damn, y'all gonna keep having a competition every other week. I said, at least allow the subbies to be able to get paid again before y'all about to throw another one.
Yeah, you're right, but that all slowed down when Uppity said no. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I told people if I'm coming out of retirement for competition and certain people got any, it's not just her. I'm not doing it. If computer back is involved, officially, like certain people, I'm not dealing with them. Y'all already showed y'all hand in these competitions. So that'd be
Well,
foolish
I
for
do
me to
want to
keep.
ask you. I want to ask you if you know anything because I heard they were saying that Reed was supposed to do something, but then she decided not to do it. Do you know anything about Reed dropping out?
Yeah, I heard that she was supposed to be a judge, but she said that she couldn't be a fair judge to me, so she dropped out. Yeah, and I bet that only had something to do with talent being a part of it. Because if talent wasn't there, it was somebody else on the panel. She probably would have tried it like the rest of them hoes. They be if I'm in a competition, they be clamoring to be a judge because they want the one position that they could finally find where they'll be in a place of judging me. So that's why I said like, but yeah, she quit it because she said she couldn't be a fair judge to me.
Now, was it a fair judge to you or just a fair judge? Uppity.
No, that's what it was told to
She
me.
was.
She couldn't be a fair judge to
Oh,
me.
she's specific. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought you were just putting 20 on 10 because you know you will do that. You will do that. Okay, but if she said she couldn't be a fair judge to you, well, one thing that I will say is that I appreciate her honesty, but
Right.
it is unfortunate that you can't even judge even if you don't like the person.
And a lot of people can't, but they lie and say they could just so they could be in a position. That's why I said I don't play these games. Like you got certain judges, and like I said, I'm not trying to control who you're judging. And that's what Poverty is going around crying about. Oh, she don't want nobody judging unless they like her. That's not what I said. It's been plenty of people in these comment sections that I do not get along with. That I will see them be fair, like Uppity's not lying. This actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So they will. I don't. If I see those type of people want to be a judge, I wouldn't even say nothing. I want it fair. I watch cooking competitions. So you know what I'm saying. And then on top of that, we got to make sure the person know how to cook. Like y'all have people judging that didn't even know like Sasso is goes on fried chicken that makes your fried chicken best. And they've been Fisher Pea sucking computer back been judging contests and they didn't even know that when Purple Peach was winning contests and didn't know mustard is a binder. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have knowledge of cooking, you like, oh, you put mustard on there. I know it. No, mustard has no taste. It's like oil. You can use it to bind your ingredients. Sasso and fried chicken, it just go together. So when they made these comments, I'm like, damn, y'all having people judge your contest. They don't even know how to cook. So, but me personally, I don't care about having a tough judge. But a lot of these people, they don't. First of all, they don't even know me. They don't like me via somebody else, and they get mad because I don't give a fuck. I'll never beg them to come to my chat. I'll never beg them to be my friend, and that's why they mad. They so used to breaking people down, and how many years it's been, and I tell them to kiss my ass every time. In fact, the opposite has happened. When they people have competition, they come to me. I'll never come to them. That's why I had to correct. What's her name? Damn. And Demetra. And she's good at competitions too. Like she's like, you being all I said, no, I don't. And she's oh, I really thought like nah. And
Oh yeah,
at
Demetra,
the top.
Demetra Lit
Yeah.
All Day was good at the competitions. I
Yeah, she
appreciated
is.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like the costumes. She was very creative. You can't take that away from
hmm
her.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I like competing against people like that. I would love to go against Demetra. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of people stop fucking with the competition when they see how it was going. So, and I know me for sure. Then, when I stopped competing with, I even inspired a lot of people because they wanted to like, they knew these people really didn't like me, so they wanted me in their competitions so anybody could win. It is what it is. But like I said, I stopped dealing with them and I know they couldn't have no competition. But as far as me being in the competitions and the judges, I don't need you to like me. I need you to be fair. But some of these people have a obsession hate for uppity and I don't care to
Hmm.
figure out why, but I just know I'm not going to let you be in a position to judge me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to be fair, but yeah, Reed told the truth, whatever. But but
Well,
it's a
yeah,
lot of people
Reed
that need to
told the
look
truth,
at.
and I think that's one of those things that Reed is a Virgo, even though some days I don't claim her as a Virgo, but I'm happy that she had that particular trait. Because yeah, be honest about it. If you can't really put your own bias aside, then just be honest about it. And I'm happy that she did that. Now I don't know who they're gonna get to replace her, but I want to go back to the fact of just this whole thing. At this point, money done tainted this Lunchables thing so much so where people just using the money. And I ain't never seen people try to use money to do a competition like this. Because of all the competitions, I ain't never seen people trying to buy people out, trying to pay people to judge, trying to do all this stuff. And
Right.
it's like, okay, how come in all these years we never saw any display like this? Unless it were not for the fact that they are knowing that it's a person that can be bought that they trying to give all these offers to. Because I think other people would have some type of integrity to where they'd be like, "No, I'm not doing that for my competition." But then people was like, "Well, what was Nick supposed to do? Not take $300?" No, she could take $300, but I think that she should have been like, "Well, I'll use it towards the pot, but I want to be able to have a fair competition." Period. Because if it's a fair competition, then Love of Love should have never been isolated and excluded.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, I think well somebody in the chat said Nest to make it. I don't know. I've never heard of this type of competition until Nest brought it up. So somebody saying Nest didn't even bring it up. But I think with me and Love, I heard Lovey Love kept saying she likes the concept, and I do too. I really like this concept, and that's what made me interested. And I'm like, ooh, because it really puts you on your toes. And if you really enjoy cooking, and cooking is about creating something new, and you know what I'm saying. So I think that's what she more mad about, along with the money. You know what I'm saying? She probably could have used this because to take her mind off of whatever she got going on and the possibility of winning a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she said she was going to win, but maybe she felt like she had a great idea that was going to take it. Who knows? But I don't think that was fair. And she also said that Ness asked her to be in it. So and that
She
and she
did.
said she was promoted.
She had told me that on the hood table about a week or so ago. She said that she didn't when she came back after everybody had buried her and put her in the ground. When she came back,
Right.
she said Ness approached her about this competition. She said she didn't even know anything about it until Ness brought it to her attention, asked her if she would participate, and she said yes. So if you're gonna invite somebody to participate, then how in the hell do you then turn around and accept $300 to exclude them just because somebody want to be miserable, malicious, and bitter? Because that's the way that Barbara Warren used her husband's death money is ridiculous. Because I don't even understand how she is using that money, and it's always to the detriment of somebody else. She never just really, well, probably in your case, she used it to help Nyla. I give her that. Because just like I could scold her, I could also say when she do good. Because she do good when she be helping you with Nyla. But
Right.
most of the other times that I see it, she just be using it just to be spiteful about somebody else.
Well, yeah, and like I said, I didn't agree with Lovey Love being taken out, and I said that then and there. But like I said, poverty got nerve because at the end of the day, Ness has not Ness. Lovey Love has done too much for poverty for her to be going around here trying to kick Lovey Love back in, trying to take credit when it was really Barbara Warren $300. She had nothing to do with it. You're not even allowed to be a co-host no more because I said so. So I don't know why she's trying to take credit, and she should real, and that's why your competitions won't make it because look how you are. Lovely Love join all your shit when nobody else would. And when nobody went and joined it, you went over there and got 88 and gave her the money. Scammer.
You know something? 88 did used to come and she did used to come and take the money out of the B sex. I will say that. And it's crazy because when it comes to the cooking competition, 88 never show up. She never show up for
No,
those. Why
no.
she don't come and cook? I mean, she got a whole village over there. She should know how to cook.
Right. Exactly. She come do them stale ass dances and poverty the infatuated. And the only time she bring poverty to her channel, not to get no money, but to get cussed the fuck out by them niggas over there, get jumped on the panel. And poverty state, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with 88, but yet she over here cursing out all you older women. And then she talking about using older women for money. Like that's all you do. You don't try to curse out every elderly lady over here. But all the women that want smoke with you that's slightly older than you be running home. But it is what it is. They support. They like it. I love it. I don't participate. I don't deal with that weird bitch. And Ghetto just wants attention. I don't think his girlfriend was ever joining a competition. Ghetto say anything to get himself on a link and attention and trying to like. like y'all getting on to him promising money that's never gonna happen. So now he's just like Lemon, using people in his life as content. When he was on my panel volunteering to be in the contest, and I said something, he was like, "Oh, I don't know if I was being there. Uppity gonna be talking like this." Like, nigga, well, don't you must ain't gonna be, because Uppity ain't gonna stop. And then next thing you know,
Well,
he
one
was
thing
using
that
Lil
I will
Love.
say, what I will
Yeah.
say about Ghetto and his fiance or whatever, because it seems like she might not even be competing because it's school, it's the first day of school or something. But I'm thinking to myself, how come y'all ain't know it was the first day of school 2 weeks ago? Like, you
Right.
mean to tell me she was saying that she's gonna compete and all of this, and Love of Love had to be kicked out because she was scared of Love of Love. But now all of a sudden it's the day before the first day of school. Well, y'all should have been knew it was the day before the first day of school months ago. I know y'all didn't
Right.
just find out that school was about to start the next day last week. I mean, that part right there don't make sense because it's like, okay, well, if your fiance already knew that it was about to be the first day of school that following Monday, then what was the point of making this whole big deal about how she felt intimidated and threatened by Love of Love?
It was
That right there,
attention.
that didn't even need it.
It was attention. Before Love You Love, he tried to say me, but Ness ignored him. She was like, "Well, if you don't want to come in because uppity, whatever." And so he abandoned that lie, and then the next day he used Love You Love as an excuse. I'm telling you, Ghetto is a clout chaser. That's why he gets poverty money, because Code already came out here and said he was giving poverty $25 whenever he felt like it. So they can talk crazy to y'all, do y'all dirty, and she gonna have Mike over there. Look at restroom. Every man she bring over here that she do get a couple dollars from. If uppity could be brought out, you're right. You're right. I surely can. And guess what? I won't be mad, and I will never do nothing with her again. That part. So you're not, just like when people buy me off panels. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I didn't beg her to have this content. She came to me. So, like I said, people do what they like. But only thing I know is when she came to me and I asked her, because I told her before I agreed, I said, "Who's the judges?" And she's like, "Well, I'm looking to judge, but Poverty's a co-host." I said, "I'm not doing it." And guess who got kicked? Poverty. So, like I said, I have my standards, and people know I mean that shit. I have not done cooking competitions for a while because of that bullshit. People having judges that have biases, people having their friends set up for the win so they could kick the money back to them. You know what I'm saying? And not like I wasn't getting nothing from the competition, because people would see me getting done wrong and they were like, "Up, and you know what?" And they would send me a cash app and stuff like that. A lot of my recipes has been using. So, like I said, y'all wasting y'all. It's on breath for me. If she want me out the competition, all she got to do is have somebody I don't like as a judge, and Uppity would drop out for free. You know?
Yeah. Well, I know that they typically don't want you to drop out for free because that means that you did it on your own will. They want $1 for it. But
Yeah.
now I do want to ask you too. So according to Lemon's community wall, he went and did community service. And he said that he was utterly exhausted and
Uh,
everything. What do you think about that? About him doing community service yesterday?
I feel like he's a liar, and I feel like why he ain't doing it during the week, and he got all of them hours. He got all them hours he got to do, and now all of a sudden, since people started talking about he's pretending, like, child, please. I think the court should order him to community college as well, because he's dumb and he need better lives.
Okay. You I don't know that the court can order him to go to community college. You silly. Yeah, I saw the post on his community wall, so I guess that's why he's taking a break, or why he was taking this break because of it. Because they was fussing at him about trying to get it done before the winter time. Because they said that once it be winter time and he trying to do the community service, he was gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, I hope they got him in an orange suit on some type of chain gang whenever he do go. That's what I hope. And somebody catch the picture.
Damn.
Weird ass.
I think that he probably doing all of that up in secret. But well, I guess I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to ask you about it, about the love of love. I think what I believe is they now they want love of love to grovel to them to be a part of the competition that they just don't want
Right.
her in. And if you don't want her
Exactly.
in, then just let her not be in peace. Stop all this extra. Well, if you apologize, Well, if you grovel, well, if you humble yourself, if you do this, if you do that, no, y'all don't want her to be in it. So just stand in that and just live in that. That's the choice that y'all made for her, and so that is what it is.
Yeah, and Lily Love should stop even having a conversation with these weird bitches about that shit. You see what I'm saying? Stop still letting them use you for numbers. There's no way in the world I would have went on Poverty Link as she's been going around trying to kick my back in after all the times I bailed her out when nobody showed up. So she won't have egg on her face. I showed up. Not me, but I'm saying Lily Love showed up so she would at least have somebody there. And that hoe would sit there for hours waiting for anybody to join so Lovey Love couldn't get the money. Like, take context clues, Lovey Love. We are doing our own thing. There is going to be a couple that nobody's doing anything for free, unlike when you did stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let it go, Lovey Love. I wouldn't even be entertaining this conversation, especially when you know you're not even about to apologize. So, what's the point?
Yeah, I agree. And that's one thing too, because probably for I think that's what I heard them saying that Lovely Love needs to be a part of that competition. Otherwise, she's just gonna be a part of my competition with you for free. And I'm thinking of
Yeah.
why is y'all trying to talk about money when y'all already accepted money to get her put out?
Right.
Y'all accepted money to get her put out. I think even if she came and did something for free, y'all done already gave $300 on her head. So how in the
Right.
world is y'all the ones that's gonna be there talking about what she should and shouldn't do? But probably as we get closer to once we decide on a date for it, uppity,
Yeah.
I start soliciting my audience and do a pot to see what could be raised over here. But I already told you my thought of how I'm going to do the pot, but don't say it on
Yeah, I
here.
know.
But
Yeah, I
that's
know. But that's why,
yeah, uh,
and that's very
but
nice of
that's
you,
what
J Dub. But can I say this? Everybody know Jay
what
Dunn ain't no broke bitch. Like poverty is talking about money, and whatever the pot truly was, we will never get it with certain people. They're gonna skin their money off the top. But I wanted to say a line I had heard on Instagram the other day. I tagged Lovey Love. I hope I said it right because I was tipsy or whatever. But this lady said she had a conversation with God because I know Lovey Love is going through it right now. So God said, she said God told me to stop and said, "Why are you always acting like my provision is luck? I've always made a way for you and I'm gonna make a way now." So Lovey Love, God has gotten you through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you have been and Lovey Love's and not only y'all say Lovey Love got a nasty mouth, but she also is a giving person. She go around cash apping everybody. It don't matter the amount. Whatever and most of the time when she wins, she be spinning it back in the sector. So I just think like you ain't gonna have no luck like that. And Lovey Love has brought us great entertainment with these competitions, along with myself. So yeah, love you, love. God gonna got you. The B sector is not gonna cancel you. Do your own thing. You don't know what's gonna be the pot for the other competition, and don't let them try to throw something in your face that wasn't gonna be for you anyway. They don't want you in it. They just want to. If they want to be on some mean girl shit, and you too old and you too knowledgeable to be even allowing that shit.
yeah, and hey to Adrian member. So Adrian said, like how is it truly a competition when you have judges with biases? It's really not.
Exactly.
And even as far as what you said about Lovely Love, even throughout this year, Lovely Love was just cash apping a $5 here or $5 there just because. Lovely Love will say cash out a $5 just for me to do something or get Zulu something or whatever. She do that all the time, even when she was sick and she wasn't even up on here. And I think that
Mm.
people forget about that part.
Right. Yeah. Versus people that lining their pocket and having school fund giving back five. I heard it went up a couple of dollars since I brought it up. Well, probably they out here giving people $5 but bragging about giving school back. Like, girl, stop. But anyway, like I said, I wish Love You Love stop hitting links and discussing this with them. Because even if you do apologize, the way it's said, I wouldn't even want to compete anymore after all of this shit.
I would agree. I mean, even if she did compete, there is no way, shape, or form that they can ever make this look like it's going to be a decent and legit competition, whether
Right.
Love with Love was in it or not. And then even with you, I think if they let Pizarro, then yeah, it probably would have gave you a bad taste up in your mouth. I mean, I
Yeah,
just think it's so much negativity all over this thing on competition, and just so many people just trying to run it and sabotage it. But that's the
right.
crazy part because Nets don't even view none of this as sabotage. All of this that's going
That's
on,
what it is. Right.
including Barbara, what Barbara did, that was
Yeah.
sabotage. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
$300 out of it, but it's sabotage.
Yeah, yeah. Lovely Love was just being Lovely Love. That's what I said. That's what I thought the power was. She was being too loud. But to me, the chat was complaining more about poverty than Lovely Love. So that's why I don't understand what was the big thing about her getting brought up the competition. Because she wasn't even as worse as poverty. The chat was the whole night. They was like, "Can you stop that fake laughing? We're trying to hear what they're saying." Every time I was talking, she want to scream over me talking to the chat. And Ness was getting frustrated, like, "Damn, I don't do this to you. Can you shut up?" Kept screaming, like, "Why wasn't she brought off the panel for $300? The fuck?" So I didn't get that at all. That's why I said what I said.
And I want to say, so Adrian said, and the person in the chat was absolutely correct. Love of love, just being love of love. And I believe after what she has been through and being a survivor, she should have been given some grace. I guess humility and mercy doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, but no, they say that it's just for entertainment. They say that that's what that's for. But it's funny how they always talking about what everybody else got to answer to later on. No, they don't have to answer to that mess. They will have to answer to what they did or how they were trying to be unfair with the situation, especially to
Oh,
Jesus.
Jay Dunn, hold on.
He
I think
has.
Barbara Warren. Jay Dunn, you can hear me? I think
Yeah, I can hear
Barbara.
you.
I think Barbara Warren's listening. She just messaged me. She told me to tell you that her husband is not deceased, and you need to count your days on the spaceship.
I don't give a fuck about no spaceship, Barbara. Spend your money, bitch. I'm over here up on my own channel with 200 people watching me, bitch. Do whatever you gotta do. Ho, you don't do me no motherfucking favor, and I need you to motherfucking understand it, bitch. You need to count your own motherfucking days. And if your husband ain't dead, bitch, you need to count the days for him too. You need to count your days because you the one that's over there point blank in the period, miserable, bitch. It's funny how instead of this stupid ass old hoe don't take accountability for the fact that she dead ass wrong, now she want to threaten somebody else. Bitch, you could threaten me all day long. I give no fucks about it, hoe, because my channel make money. Thank you. This old
Yeah,
hoe got me all the way fucked up. Bitch, your money don't do shit for me. You understand me, hoe? Bitch, this a whole monetized channel over here. Don't ever get it motherfucking twisted. You had me cussing you out in front of Jesus. I had the damn Jesus picture up there. And I don't have to cuss
Lord.
your bitch ass out in front of Jesus. The nerve of you, Barbara Warren, with your raggedy old stank stupid ass. I had to take the Jesus picture down.
Yeah, mercy doesn't exist anymore. But I'm a Pisces. I can never be that way unless you really went too far with me. I'm just not like I just couldn't do stuff like that. You know.
Right, but even right there, now she want to be placing threats about me for telling her the shit. She should have been messaging you and saying that she understands the error of her way. That's what she should have been sending you a message about. She should have been messaging you saying, "Well, you're right. Love is there whenever they need her for the competition. Love is a given person. Love is this, that, and the third." But instead, you want to try to leverage anything on me, bitch. Fuck you and fuck your checkbook, hoe. That bitch got me all the way fucked up.
It started now, y'all. What she wanted me to tell you.
Right. And I'm happy that you did tell me, because bitch, who the fuck are you? That bitch act like her giving Pizarro some shit is gonna affect me, ho. I just bought a whole new condo. Are you okay, Barbara Warren? I'm doing
Yeah,
fine over here, regardless of who in the fuck you pay.
but I'm glad she announced it because poverty. She was bound to have another emergency, or I don't know how many doors she done got slid under, car accidents. Like, child, maybe she'll start speaking things over her life, trying to get a dollar. because Miss Barbara Warren's about to send her a couple dollars. You know,
Right, but
the only person
meanwhile,
happy
Barbara
about that
can't
is
sit
the
up there and
incels.
say, but
Hmm.
meanwhile, Barbara can't sit up there and take accountability that she was wrong as he fuck. Out of everything that she done heard over here, bitch, you dead ass wrong, hoe, and you need to repent for that bullshit, like what I typed in Pizarro's chat. You need to repent for that stupid ass shit that you do. Meanwhile, you over there using your pocketbook to bully a cancer patient. Bitch, you are the scum of the motherfucking earth, hoe.
Right, Jazzy. That's what I see it as, building momentum. That's why they like people like me and Love You Love in the competition, because we gonna talk our shit. You know what I'm saying?
So let me see. Let me see what Jay said. I said it in this chat when Love of Love was brought out the competition because it didn't make any sense to me. Love of Love talking her shit is nothing new, especially before a competition. It's called building momentum. Yeah. I think it was just to make Love of Love shut up. But why Love of Love gotta shut the fuck up? Why Love of Love gotta shut up? And what's good, Dory? How you doing? Adrian said Hello, laughing my ass off. Not everyone has a dollar sign over their head. Correct. Because many of us out here actually got careers and shit. Like, bitch, please.
And I don't
That
work and
hoe
I
is
can't be
ridiculous.
bored. I can't be bored. I won't even enter comment. I don't give a fuck if I say ain't fucking with you. I don't give a fuck if nobody's there. It's guaranteed win. I'm not going. You know, that just some people put integrity over money and morals. Cause like I said, I believe I want to be blessed. You know, I do believe in God. I believe in karma. You know what I'm saying? I know when I do wrong, because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. So when you know better, God gonna really get you. That's how I feel. So certain things I'm never gonna do. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but certain things I just couldn't do that.
So, uppity, is this the real Davina?
Yes, I think so. I'm not a mod. I can't click
Oh.
on her link, but
Can, can a moderator click on Davina page to see if this the real Davina? Yeah, you are about to get blocked, bitch. Didn't you block me? Didn't you block me, you stupid hoe? See, I get tired of
I
y'all stupid
gather.
ass bitches. I get tired of y'all stupid ass bitches calling yourselves blocking me, but be the first ones to drop y'all raggedy stank pussy asses down up in my live to try to type over here. Ho, if you got me blocked because you chasing behind your master nest, then you damn right, ho, you ain't welcome to come over here and say a fuck thing. The hell is wrong with these people? They crazy as the fuck. I don't know who the fuck Davina thought she was. Think she about to come up in here with some crazy ass shit. Let me get up on my other device because she got me all the way fucked up. Want to bring her motherfucking raggedy ass up in here. Let me go on over here to see. Absolutely. Okay, let me switch to my Dun data because I'm underneath my J Dunn channel. I can't even see the hoe to block her from my J Dunn account, but she up in here talking. Bitch, the motherfucking nerve of you. The motherfucking nerve of you. No, Davina, I ain't got a drag nest. I'm just gonna block the fuck out of you. I'm just gonna block the fuck out of you, ho. No, ain't no let no Davina live. If Davina got my channel blocked, my page blocked, then why the fuck she think that she could come up in here and talk? That don't make sense. Bye, bitch. That don't make sense at all. Next time, stop following behind other motherfuckers, blocking people that ain't did shit to you. And then think that you gonna come up in here and talk to me or talk to my audience. Bitch, you got me all the way fucked up. You blocked her.
Here we go. Ooh, this gonna be a long Sunday morning.
Right. But that's what they do. They be quick to have all this shit to say, quick to block me behind something that Ness done said, even though I ain't done nothing to them raggedy hoes. But then think they gonna come up in here. No, you not. Bitch, you not. And just the fact alone that I had to switch to a different account in order to block this hoe, that says it all. Because see, when I was on my J Dunn channel, I should have been able to see you, bitch. I should have been able to see you from that channel. But I see you now. Bitch, get the fuck out. Ain't she a moderator for you too? Uppity?
Yeah, she's my moderator. I like Dabna. She's a moderator for me.
Well, Davina is a biased piece of shit, and she could take that shit somewhere else. Don't come up in here, hoe.
All right. Oh my god.
Uh, yeah, I think she a moderator for you, for D Misso, and for Honest Row. A two-faced ass bitch. Meanwhile, you, Honest Row, D Misso, don't have no issue with me, but if she want to be blocking me for nothing, well, bitch, you could be blocked out of here.
Yeah, I agree. Dignity and pride cannot be bought and should not be. I agree with that.
And just so you know, Davina, you ain't on timeout. You blocked, bitch. Blocked. But yeah,
Uh,
uppity. From Barbara being up in the clouds trying to give me a message to Davina dropping her motherfucking bobblehead ass up in here. Nah, bitch. We ain't playing these games. And film stalking ass is still up in my membership. And that bitch got up in my membership and didn't have nothing to flag. Bitch, please. You just paid me the money. And get this, film when it paid me the $10.
I can't stand
Just
feminist shit. Go ahead.
still thank you for the $10 that you paid me, you stupid hoe.
So she
All
bought a
other
membership trying to
moderators,
flag you? She bought a membership trying to
yeah.
flag you? Wow.
Uh, yeah, that same day that Ness had went on her community wall talking about send her anything that I done said about her, then that's when
uh,
Tim came and joined my membership.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
them hoes that she got is trifling. Trifling as deep up. They think that they go, and I gotta use triple word. They think they gonna be able to triangulate me. Hell no, y'all hoes ain't about to triangulate me. Get the fuck out, bitch.
I know. What's that? Who was D Miss best friend? Nina. I know she down there. She somewhere punching it. That's my word. Remember, she swear to God she admitted it.
Oh, that triangulate word.
Yeah.
I know I heard. I know I heard Triple saying it. People kept giving Triple the blues, talking about a damn triangulate. But they yeah, all of them they be coming out the woodwork. Her damn moderators and shit, just doing a whole bunch of shifty stuff. But meanwhile, whenever I need to get something done, I don't need a whole group chat to do a fuck thing. I do it by myself. I don't need to go to a group chat and rally the troops for a Daviner to come out, for a Barbara Warren to come out, for a motherfucking film to come out, for all of y'all raggedy hoes to come out. I don't need to do all that. I'm an army of one.
Oh, they just sent me a picture, but she's saying she has a block list and you're not on it. So I think she's saying you blocked her.
I ain't blocked no damn
I
Daviner.
can't look
I
at the
talked to her the
picture
last time she was
because I'm
over
on a
here.
link. I can't look at the picture, but
Okay.
she was just sending me a picture of her block list, and she just telling me she showed me a picture of block list, and she's saying that you're not on it. Because I could have sworn the other day she said y'all was getting along, so I'm surprised about this.
Yeah, I was cool with her because I know that she cool with Demon Soul and she cool with Ro. And you. When I
Mm,
realized that she was a moderator for all of y'all, I was like, well, okay, well, I ain't gonna give her too much. But
yeah.
hell no, not if you don't block me. You crazy.
But I'm saying she's saying she didn't block you, so I don't
I
know.
Well, I'll look to see, and if I end up owing her an apology, I don't mind being woman enough to apologize. I'll go check, but I know it would just show as I was able to see her anywhere, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see her, and I'm like, what? Well, what's going on? But that happened to happen after film called herself joining my membership and all this kind of shit. Like all of that shit is weird. And all of that point right back to next. I want y'all to know when y'all come up in my membership sim that's a part of these group chats and groups that she a part of, it all point right back to her. So keep doing this crazy ass dirt if you wanna.
Yeah, but like I said, I feel like more. I like the competitions, like especially the cooking ones. I could do that. Certain other things I could do too, but like when like that AI stuff, I'm not good at that, so I probably wouldn't be entering those. But I feel like we that could be another lane and be back up if y'all stop letting these people who's gonna put money over everything do it. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling people I don't care if it's a smaller CC and the pot may not be as big. I would actually join
Hmm.
as long as you're going to do something fair. But a lot of these times, most of these people be clout chasing and they allow these bigger CCs to come pretend to like them just so they could get in and take over and do that dumb shit again and hoping to springboard it to their channel. So that's the problem here. Yeah, I feel like it's so many people here that can actually cook. You should have them as judges. You know what I'm saying? Um, or whatever. Stop letting these outside niggas. Because I don't feel like these outside men that poverty and whoever else brings over here should be allowed in the contest, unless they should only be allowed to give to the pot. I don't think it's weird. These grown ass men do not contribute anything, but always got their hands out, and then y'all allowing it. They enter in the contest as last minute and win it, and then he went and stole somebody else's shit. That's weird. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
know, but that's the thing. Even with that whole plagiarism shit that had came out, they ain't talking
yeah,
about that. They skate right on over that. I knew I had already done called it left or right. So I mentioned it in passing, but I was waiting on people to
but
talk about
lovely
that. But
love
no,
is
that
the
wasn't
problem.
nothing that they wanted to talk about. Right.
But yet she got all the smoke for lovely love, who has actually not only given out cash out, participated. These niggas don't come over here with nothing but they motherfucking handout. These niggas that they bring over here, the only thing they should be allowed to do is donate to the motherfucking pot. But no, y'all don't want to do it that way. So it is what it is, you know?
It's insane. And even last night, whenever I was saying about how Jay Wilson had only had two competitions to my knowledge in about 5 years, then Pizarro wanted to call me male identified for telling the truth. How am I male identified for saying that Jay Wilson only done did two competitions? So even if y'all saying that he's scamming off of it or taking the pot money, 2 times in 5 years versus the fact that they used to have competitions easily 10,
Right.
10 competitions every 6 months.
But listen, how is I mean, not Jay. How is Jay Juicy? Let me call him. I'm saying it wrong because I don't call him Jay Wilson. How is Juicy scamming when he told y'all? See, unlike y'all lying asses who skim off the pot, Juicy told you we gonna raise a pot and I'm keeping half, and they gave him the money. Like when I heard that, I thought they was lying, and no, it turned out to be true. So how is that a scam when
Right.
he said it straight up?
He did. He did. And I'm putting this one up on the screen because Hypnotic Touch is crazy. Now, daughter, they. And again, you all. And again. Oh, Lord, she got every single thing that he be saying. I
Yeah,
can't.
even though Juicy over there cussing me out, lying on me, but whatever. I'll give him that. He was honest, you know? You can't be like, when you put it out there, unlike them bitches lying. Because I'll never forget, probably was like, oh, I need $24 more for the pot. Well, Better was like, I sent it. And then she still kept going. And I brought it up. Like, and they don't call her on it. They let her, they know she's scamming. So don't be mad at Juicy when he's outright. When your people sit up there, know you lying and scamming and don't say nothing to you. You see what I'm saying? But you can't have a contest no
Hmm.
more because I'm not dealing with it. And the only person that would fuck with you, no matter how you treated them, was Lovey Love. But now Lovey Love will be a fool to participate in anything that whole got going on again. I don't even know why she's even entertaining these conversations. Like I wouldn't even. Nah, you got me fucked up. I'm not doing shit. And Lovey Love, she's a good Pisces. I don't know why she's doing it, but I think her feelings is hurt in what she's going through.
Her feelings are hurt. And I think that's the fucked up part about it is because these fools can't even realize that her feelings hurt. Like, you mean to
Right.
tell me y'all so deluded up on this application that y'all can't tell that that woman was upset? She was clearly upset. But then they want to use that to manipulate her into an apology that she feel like she don't owe. That's
Yeah, and
crazy.
she don't because she wasn't the only one. Poverty should have been brought down because that's who the chat, including Ness, was complaining about the most. Like telling poverty because you stopped yelling and screaming and da da this, and then she went to call her all type of crackheads and prostitutes and da da this. So why was Lovely Love doing the most and she wasn't? So, but I don't think Miss Barbara Ryan liked Lovely Love. I didn't see her brought her on panels plenty of time. It was just new that she would do it with the competition, but she just don't like Lovely
But
Love. So apology wouldn't even suffice.
Barbara don't like a whole lot of people, but Barbara act like people supposed to give a damn. Cause Barbara, you ain't my God, you ain't my Jesus, you ain't my nothing, bitch. I don't give no fucks about you or how you feel. I just see that you a miserable old bitch. That's what you are, a miserable old bitch. Each and every time that you try to bother people, but you because I think, oh, that's another thing. Because now she threatened me about Pizarro, but for the longest time, Pizarro had told me that it was never Barbara that was doing anything on her platform against me. And Pizarro said I used to speak to the person. And I was like, what? I used to speak to him? Because I know damn well I was speaking to no motherfucking Barbara. But Barbara, you dead ass wrong. And you don't like the fact that we talking about the fact that you wrong. And even Uppity, who likes you, just said that you dead ass wrong. So the only thing that you need to be doing is motherfucking apologizing, like what you say Love and Love needs to do. Instead of you up in the closet in the bushes, over there getting mad, sending Uppity a message to tell me, no, bitch, you need to be out here giving Uppity a message to tell Love and Love. And that message should begin with an apology, ho. I had to
My
say
bad,
that.
y'all. I know. My
No,
bad. I
that's
had
fine.
to so,
So Uppity, I
um,
saw that you had went to the zoo yesterday. Now
yes,
they
I did.
dragging your feet, Uppity. They dragging
Yeah,
your
my leg
shoes and
is
your feet. You
swollen.
saw?
It don't matter. I wore my comfortable broken shoes because the zoo is very big and we went all over that bitch. You know what I'm saying? The VIP Charlie chart is $75 a person, and we wasn't doing that.
Hmm.
It was I damn near paid $100 to get in that bitch, and well, basically, and I added some features, but I don't care. I have lymphedema. I don't hide it. It's nothing to be for me ashamed of. I'm not like I heard Bertha May was talking about it, but see, my legs is clearer than her face. And I'm not hiding
Hmm.
myself. I'm not about to take a break from YouTube because I'm embarrassed of myself. As long as these legs don't stop me from getting men that can provide, it is what it is. You know?
Yeah, I when I saw the pictures, for me, I was just happy that you was out doing something with your child because that's something that a lot of people should do. I
Right.
was like, well, because I heard you say that y'all was going to the zoo, but for you to
Yeah.
actually be at the zoo, I was like, okay, that's cute. She did a little outing, which is good to do, so that way when Nala go back to school and they say, what did you do for this summer? Then she could say, well, we
Yeah.
went to the zoo. Because
Not every
it's a lot of
Saturday.
kids that
Don't go
it's a
nowhere,
lot of
especially with all
kids
these.
that go back to school, right? Go back to school, and as soon as the teacher's like, well, what did y'all do for the summer? The child can't say a damn thing.
Right, but no, I will always do that. Thank you, Cassie. I know I look good, boo. And I was dressed like a regular mom, like me. I had on the mom shorts like all the other mom. It was hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? But nah, we now every Saturday since the summer started, we have went somewhere. And now Nala's about to finish summer school next week, and now we're going to the Rockin' Ranch Resort. So that's going to be her real vacation. But every Saturday we go somewhere. You know. So that's been my thing. Take her
Well, that's
somewhere,
it.
so that way she know it's summer. That's where my family. That's what we did. Hey Rex, every summer we went somewhere and went
Yeah, hey,
out.
Rick.
Yeah, that's just
And
what you do in the
Adrian, no,
summertime. Yeah,
Love didn't apologize. Where you heard that at? No, I said that
yeah.
Barbara Warren need to apologize to Love. Love and Love didn't apologize to anybody. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what we
I
were saying because she's not going to apologize. Stop even talking with them about it. It don't make no sense.
hmm and hey to Stacy, hey to everybody coming in. If I didn't speak to you, I apologize. I apologize, and hey to Smooth Quarter, and everybody. But yeah, I just think I don't know. I did look up coercion though. I gave those definitions at the beginning of this live. And coercion, especially on YouTube, is against the policy. I showed that. I showed that at the beginning, where you can't be coercing people or anything like that, trying to force people to do stuff that they don't want to do on this application. And that's exactly what they've been trying to make Love of Love do, as far as this apology goes. Yeah, y'all uppity is on mute right now, but
Yeah, sorry,
I done been here.
I'm listening. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, no, that's fine. I was actually looking. And I saw that I done been here for like 2.5 hours. I think that's pretty much good enough. At least to give them something to listen to this morning and to update them about what happened over there at Pizarro in the wee hours of the night. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm glad you addressed
I
it, J Dub, because I saw that shit and I was so mad. I said to myself, I said, when somebody go live, I can't wait to hear the panel to talk about this. So I'm glad this was your subject. So nobody can say, uppity, you changing the topic, because I damn sure was. So
uh, yeah, no, I was gonna call it out immediately because it really had shocked me that they even was doing it. I just think they need to just leave well enough alone. Y'all accepted the money to have her kicked out. Just let her be kicked out in peace. Stop trying to backpedal and pussy pop. Um, stop doing all
and
this.
stop trying to
Uh,
talk down on me and Lovey Love competition. This is something we gonna be promoting it. But Jay Dunn said she just gonna wait till after Ness does her thing. So this is something separate, and then I can focus on that competition because we gonna bring it. You see what I'm saying? This is gives us a chance to be creative. It is gonna be some money involved. You know what I'm saying? People support more than one person. Everybody gets support over here. They don't get no monopolizing. And some people love to support people who actually support themselves. So who knows how big this pot can get. So
right, because
but
that's
yeah.
one thing that I did notice. One thing that I have to call out, and I gotta call it out cut and dry. Ness has never been my competition. Never. But I seem to always be Ness's competition. And she always winds up falling short because she didn't do anything with her life. She didn't. So where she thought that I was going to try to put this competition to sabotage hers, absolutely not. You have never been in my league or even a competition, a competitor for me to be trying to sabotage anything that you do. Whatever you do on here is a blessing for you. So no, I'm not in the market to sabotage a thing that you got going on. But you love to try to sabotage mine because all you have is YouTube. You can't sabotage me in real life. You can't sabotage me when it comes to finances. You can't sabotage me when it comes to education. You can't sabotage me when it comes to adulting. You can't sabotage me when it comes to spirituality. You can't sabotage me in any way except for on YouTube, which is the reason why you always try to compete with me on here. But if I ever closed off my YouTube and never did another live, you still wouldn't be able to compete with me in real life. And that's what you are upset about. That's what you can't comprehend. You hate that. I know that you do. Because your best bet of competing with me is as long as I'm coming and pressing my live button. But bitch, there is more to life outside of this live button.
Yeah, and I just want to say, anybody talk about my outing, because I know I like to get yesterday. My baby had fun. Where I come from, if the parent look raggedy but the child is nicely dressed, that's a win. That's a good mother right there. So long as you can't say my child looked raggedy, that's all the thing that counts. But I'm gonna let you have. I'm about to go cook this girl some brunch. Thank you for having this
Okay.
conversation because it needed to be said. I'll see y'all later. Shout out
Okay.
to everybody I like. And the rest I don't. Wait in line so you can French kiss my ass. Later, you guys.
All right. Bye. Okay, y'all, that was up. Child, it's just crazy when people be trying to compete with me, and I'm not even in your league for you to even be trying to compete with me. We ain't in the same league at all. But I do want to thank all of y'all for coming here this morning. Thank y'all for catching the recap. Y'all, I was having technical difficulties with my sound. I told y'all that StreamYard did put a survey in here a couple of days ago. I had a survey waiting on me when I came for one of my morning shows. Um, StreamYard had a survey where they were asking me to rate them. Would I recommend StreamYard to others? Am I satisfied with the service and all this? And I filled out that survey very honestly. And I think that they gave me the survey because I have also emailed them about the fact that we pay so much for the service and it's a shitty, crappy service. Especially like case in point, when I was on my computer trying to speak with y'all through the headphones, the wired headphones, it was issues. So then I had to get my Bluetooth headphones to get on the phone. And how I know it's not my wired headphones because me and DC just did our Big Brother show yesterday and we had no problems whatsoever. So that's why it has to be StreamYard messing up at this particular point. Because if the headphones were messed up, they would have been messing up yesterday. So we pay a pretty penny, $45 a month for all of these issues and technical difficulties, and it's unfortunate. But either way, Cassie, you asked if Pizarro's was worth a replay. Cassie, I would say you could replay it and just red ball to when you see Lovely Love up there, and then you will see exactly what I was talking about, like how they were trying to force her into an apology or demand her to do an apology, and then basically telling her that she begged and she needs the money, so if she wants the money, then she'll apologize and all this weird shit. It was just weird. So it's worth red balling to see that. Yeah, it's still $45 a month. But yeah, it's worth it to red ball to see that part, and that way you can form your own opinion. Because I know too, other people gonna get on here and try to spin it like I'm putting 20 on 10. But go look yourself, because I don't got the video still up. Go look and see for yourself, and then you can form your own opinion and your own judgment of the matter. But either way, I do want to thank you all so much for your support. Please like the video. If you got here late, catch the replay. Share the video if you feel like it. It's up to you. Barbara Warren, don't your old see now ass ever threaten me a day again in your life, ho. Thank you. Bye, y'all.